Okay, so there is something on Steam, Killing Floor 2. Now, Killing Floor 2 is it came out recently. I think it came out yesterday, at least the early access version of it. It is at least officially not launched in terms of a full game, but it is out. So, one of the things I actually wanted to do was actually go on the Steam Hub for the game itself. Now, I do realize that it's early access, but that is not what I'm actually talking about here. There's actually something in particular that a lot of people seem to be raising hell about. And let me see if I can find it here, because everyone seems to be talking about it, and honestly, I think it's well needed. Like, we need this, and I'm gonna see. Oh, here it is. Okay. Somebody posted a picture of the EULA, and according to this is what Killing Floor has to say about the trolls and hackers and whatnot. We also will not tolerate anyone using the game and or servers or forums provided for the game to be continually or repeatedly abusive to other players. This includes, but is not limited to, griefing, which happened a lot in the first Killing Floor. If you guys remember, I believe it was very early on, and maybe a little bit into the game's life cycle, a little bit midway, where you would notice a lot of people would just go and stand in front of the doors and block other people from entering the trader room. And that literally was the most annoying thing. I actually remember dealing with that a lot. I actually just like, it made me just not want to play the game because of that. And part of the reason why I actually stopped playing the first game for a while is, well, because of the griefing. Because every lobby I seemed to enter, I would either run into a person who would just grief and do that, or they would just kick you for whatever reason. Just literally just kick you, and they don't give you a reason. They don't even give you a chance to explain yourself. Like, as soon as you join the lobby, they would kick you, and it just got so annoying. Now, eventually, the game, that stuff did calm down. People stopped doing it, and it became less and less of a thing, because part of the reason why people stopped doing it is because people, a modder made a mod that would allow people to, during the trader room part of the wave, where you go and buy weapons and ammo, you could walk through people. So if they tried to block the door, guess what? They couldn't do that, because the collision would not work, and you would just walk right through them. You would clip right through them. There was no clip, except only on characters and not actual buildings and whatnot. You can walk through people. Racist bigotry, sexism, or any other forms of cyberbullying. Now, at least in Killing Floor 1, I don't think I've dealt with any of the racist bigotry or sexism. I am a definite experiencer of the griefing, but the sexism and racism, I did not notice in Killing Floor. I think partly the reason why is because the community became less toxic as the game's life cycle went on. But this might actually have more to do with some of Tripwire's other games, such as Red Orchestra 2, and I think another Red Orchestra Rising Sun, I think that's what it was called. And I'm going to continue reading. We will also not tolerate anyone hosting servers for the game where such behaviors are continually or repeatedly allowed to take place. This happened a lot in Killing Floor 2. People would pretty much just discriminate. You know, if you joined the lobby, they would just boot you. They wouldn't even ask you anything. They'd just kick you. And it was the most annoying thing that that would ever happen in that game. And this is why I actually stopped playing Left 4 Dead too, because people just kick you for no good reason. They don't give you a chance to prove yourself whatsoever. They just kick you, and I didn't like it. And that mindset is also a part of the whole entire this whole entire part of the EULA thing here. Now, the funny part about this is this other paragraph, and I'm going to read it. If we find you are a cheater or abusive, we will revoke your CD key and ban you from Killing Floor 2 servers and tell your mom. Now, the tell your mom part probably isn't real, but the whole entire banning and revoking your CD key is probably real, because believe it or not, Killing Floor 2, I mean not Killing Floor 1 and Red Orchestra did have some of these problems. The cheating and the abusive behavior was a big issue in those games, and I'm glad that they're actually doing something about it. And though griefing might seem, well, they're going to ban you and remove your CD key just for griefing, well, it's gone on long enough. It's happened a ton of times in Killing Floor 1 where people just block the doors, they would boot you for no good reason, and it was just annoying. And I literally just wanted to stop playing the game after that, because that's all that happened to me sometimes. Later on in the game's life cycle, however, it stopped, and people weren't toxic, and believe it or not, the game actually, the community actually got rid of the trolls and the griefers and whatnot, which is actually what I liked about that game, because the community became more friendlier to new players. So your license will automatically terminate without notice, and you will have no right to play Killing Floor 2 or any Killing Floor 2 mods against other players or make any other use of Killing Floor 2. End of story. Pretty much saying that they're going to take away your game and not refund any of your money, which I actually like, because it's getting ridiculous. The game looks fun. I honestly think that if you're going to go ruin someone's experience with a game, you do not deserve to play this game. You do not deserve to play any game, actually. And I feel as though this game, at least Tripwire, is actually kind of setting the bar at this point, because I think another company might be able to take notes from this, and I think Nintendo, and I'm talking about Nintendo, might actually be able to use this, because the way they're handling Splatoon right now, it's ridiculous. But yet again, they're in it for the money, so I assume they're just going to let anyone buy the game. See you guys later.